Okay, hello. Good morning from beautiful, sunny Colorado. Wanted to take a moment to reach out to the world since we haven't been able to travel lately, much like everyone else on the planet. We are locked up at home and just wanted to shoot out a video and say hello. From here in Colorado, yesterday we had 8 inches of snow, which is a nice way to clean things up in the middle of April. But I hope that you all are experiencing at least good weather in your corner of the world, even though, of course, we're all dealing with the stress of everything else going on around us, mostly having to do, of course, with the coronavirus. So wanted to take a few moments to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Rick Dumm. I'm the owner of Dairy Tech and founder of the company. We started 20 years ago. So, and been asked recently a very basic question, and that was, why do we need technology to manage our colostrum? So I wanted to take a few moments to kind of expound upon, well, how did we get where we are as a company, and how did the industry move to where it is with regards to the science and the technology that we use today to manage colostrum. As again, we started the company in 1999, and at that point, we were focused on pasteurizing milk and reaping the benefits of cleaning up that milk, just like we do for the milk that we feed to ourselves, and making sure that we're not passing pathogens to us as the human consumer. Uh, we ask that elusive question of, well, why aren't we pasteurizing this milk that we feed to the calves? And of course, when we started to do that, we saw amazing results. So fast forward a few years later, we said, geez, these same diseases that we're passing on in milk are also there. The same pathogens are present, the viruses, the bacteria in the colostrum that we're feeding the calf, and maybe more so because frankly, there's no more stressful time than that moment when a cow is having her calf. So we started to look into what's involved with pasteurizing the colostrum so that we can remove those harmful pathogens, but yet still end up with a product that is viable, that still has the immunoglobulins intact to pass on to the calf and to give it the immune system that it needs. So, um, you know, why do we need technology for this? Well, for one thing, we need to be very careful in how we pasteurize and how we present this product to the calf so that it is still able to have the functionality that it needs to have. Um, for all of those years, we've been spreading pathogens, and we've been waiting too long to collect colostrum. We've been waiting too long to feed the colostrum. And the other thing that we've been doing is feeding the wrong amount of colostrum for too many years. And, it doesn't take very long of a memory to recall back to the days when we were feeding colostrum in 2-liter bottles, 2-quart bottles, and calling it good. Well, now we know that, of course, that's nowhere near enough. Some of this we also learned from traveling the world. Uh, Went to China expecting one thing, and when I got there, I realized these guys are light years ahead of us in how they're managing colostrum. Now, we weren't doing the pasteurization, and we weren't necessarily collecting in a timely manner and doing the things that we needed to do, but they were feeding 2 or 3 feedings of colostrum for many years. And so we came back from there also with an eye opener, realizing, gosh, there's so many ways that we can improve what we're doing in colostrum management. So we started to develop the products to make that a possibility, to make it a repeatable process on every farm. And that started with perfect udder bags. And I'll just pull up our website here so that we can kind of have see exactly what we're talking about. Something that I wanted to show you too. If you go to our website, you'll see this button scroll through, and I'll bring it up one more time. But this is a fantastic video, and it's complete a rabbit hole I'm running down here. But come watch that video, and it really sheds a lot of light on the truth about cattle and methane emissions. And this is important for everyone in our industry to read. So take a look at that video. We put it up there. Dr. Frank Mulliner from California is allowing everyone to share in his work and his education on that process. So anyway, here we are back at our website, and you can see these are the perfect udder bags, and we have in 3 sizes: 2 liter, 3 liter, and a 4 liter bag. This is what allows us to store the colostrum, feed the correct volume of colostrum to these calves, and have this variety of options. And then, of course, we have attachments that go to the bags with the nipple and the tube for feeding the calf. So we started with this concept of the bags because we realized, even though we were using some of our older machines, and here's our combi pasteurizers, they also come in a variety of sizes. And we figured out through some research with the University of Minnesota that we could pasteurize colostrum. But what was happening to it after we were done pasteurizing it was going right back into these bottles that are impossible to clean properly. And they're the wrong size to feed the calf the amount it needs. They were made out of the wrong material, the exact opposite of what we need in a good colostrum management material. So they're made out of a fairly thick plastic, which is a great insulator. And what we need if we're going to heat treat and properly warm up the colostrum and prepare it to feed the calf at the right temperature, we need a product, a container that's a conductor, not an insulator. So these plastic bottles were the exact opposite of what we needed, which is then why the little light bulb came on, and we said, gosh, we need an aluminized bag so that we can get good heat transfer. And that's what makes the whole system come together. And then, of course, the natural progression from there was, well, we also need a piece of equipment that can work with just these bags. And that's Matilda that you're seeing right here. And Matilda is capable then of using the bags, pasteurizing the contents of the bags, and then we can put the bags back in there after we remove them from the refrigerator or freezer and warm them up so that we can feed the calf at the right temperature. So in order to get to this point, of course, we needed support, we needed research. And so we reached out to universities and we work with them. And if you go to our website and click on the research tab, you'll see 2 things. Number one, you're going to see a lot of research, and you can scroll down and you will find every little tidbit that we've ever been able to come across, and everything that we've been involved with is there on the website. And so please take a look at that. And here's a list of universities that we've worked with. And there are more across the globe, really. We're working with some researchers now, also in Uruguay. We've had some collaboration with some researchers in China. You'll find a lot of the research that you won't find other places because it may or may not have been peer reviewed or may or may not have been out in the literature. We've still put it on our website because it's important, because anytime we can go collect data on these large dairies, that's relevant, and that's information that we want to bring to you. So go to the website and check that out. You'll see all of the resources that we have there, and then that'll help to round out your understanding of why do we need technology to feed colostrum. So it was good seeing everybody, even though I can't see you. It's good to get out, and we look forward to being able to get back on the road and back in the skies to travel and see you all soon. So take care. Ciao, ciao.